All right, so to me, this is one of the funniest reports of the day, of the week. You know what I'm saying? Triple G Canelo, Canelo Triple G, Triple G Canelo. It seems like when you say one name, you got to say the other. It seems like when you think of one person, you got to think of the other because, in my opinion, it's inevitable that the third fight will happen at some point. We just don't know when, right? But if you look at reports and things like that, Triple G's team pushing for the fight, pushing for the fight, pushing for the fight. Canelo's team kind of makes it seem like, we don't really need it, right? And obviously, I think that just has to do with negotiations, A side, B side, money, all that type of stuff, because they know that the trilogy fight's going to be huge. So, but let me say this. I seen a report yesterday. I didn't want to make a video on it because I didn't understand the basis behind it, saying since Canelo is fighting Derevyanchenko, obviously that's not happening anymore, but this was before they ended up finding out that the fight fell through. But they were saying that since Canelo was going to fight as mandatory in Derevyanchenko, the Triple G saga fight, he doesn't have to do that anymore. And I remember reading that, I said, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, the Triple G trilogy fight, that's not tied to belts. That's not tied to who's mandatory, who's not. I'm like, that just has to do with just strictly money. Like, that's just straight business. That's just, they know what the biggest fight when it comes to, if you want to talk about the Zone and Golden Boy promotions, but you know what I'm saying, for Canelo and Triple G, like, it's obviously the most money, so I didn't understand that. But obviously now, if y'all seen my other videos, if y'all seen the reports all over the place, depending on what boxing site you go to, or other boxing channels you follow, you'll know that Canelo was stripped and the Derevyanchenko Canelo fight's not happening. So the reason why I said this is this is one of the funniest things to me this week that happened in boxing is not that he's been stripped, but the fact that now Triple G is in talks of fighting Derevyanchenko for that vacant IBF belt. So the Triple G Canelo saga continues. What does this do? If Triple G fights Derevyanchenko, remember I've been saying, and also a lot of other people have been critical of Triple G after the Rolls fight, saying you got to fight somebody that's in like the top 5, top 10 or something like that, or at least fight for a belt if you want to have an opportunity at getting that trilogy fight. Obviously, in my opinion, I think no matter what, he would have gotten it, but this kind of just sweetens the pot for that trilogy fight to happen a little bit sooner if Canelo fought a top 10 person or fights for a belt. Well, at the time, the only person who had a belt other than Canelo was Demetrius Andrade. Nobody was talking about Demetrius Andrade when it comes to the Triple G camp. Well, God went ahead and blessed Triple G by stripping Canelo, or let me say the boxing gods, stripping Canelo, having a vacant IBF title, and now Triple G just swooped on in, and he's in negotiations with fighting Derevyanchenko for that vacant belt. What y'all think about that? You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about Triple G's side of the game, smooth, very smooth, and sometimes you just gotta wait, and things will fall into place. You can't ever be, sometimes you can't rush nothing. You gotta let God work, and that's what he did. And now he's in a position, if he beats Derevyanchenko, which is not gonna be no easy fight, by the way, but if he does beat him, he has that IBF title and that trilogy fight with Canelo, man. It's only a matter of time. You heard me?